Hey there everybody, welcome to Outlaws Gaming. Today we are back with the Yugioh Sealed-Only Challenge Edition Episode 20, the Big 2-0. I hope I can put in the title, this episode changes everything. As of right now, I do not know, because the pack opening will decide all. At the end of last episode, the virtual challenges, came in clutch. Meaning, we were able to add 3 cards. A Dimensional Fissure, a Macrocosmos, and a Divine Arsenal Aezu Sky Thunder. It was a big risk. But the challenges even further can expand on why this is such a momentous episode, or could be a momentous episode. I could also fall flat on my face. Let's talk about the challenges. Alright guys, virtual challenge number 3. We completed virtual challenge number 2, where we completed 2 of the challenges, each challenge worth 5 virtual packs. By completing 2, we got, 5 packs, and we got a Macrocosmos, and then the next set of 5, we end up getting Dimension Fissure. But because we completed all the virtual challenges for the second batch, we also got a whole box, which I decided Phantom Rage, and my luck continued with pulling Divine Arsenal Aezu Sky Thunder. So, how does that affect us? Well, for the virtual challenges, a little bit, but not as much as the unlock challenges. But first, virtual challenges number 3. These are brand new, open 25 packs. Yeah, that ain't happening in this episode. Win 10 matches. Not possible. I'd have to win 4 episodes. I'd have to win 3 episodes worth of every matches and then win 1 match in the 4th episode. This is to try to make the virtual challenges not be a 1 or 2 episode thing. This 10 matches is to hopefully stretch it out 3, 4, maybe, well, technically it would be more than 3, but 4 or 5 episodes. Add 8 cards for the final build. Technically, we have already added 3. Well, technically, we're going to add 3. Cards are not added till the actual deck phase. So, yeah, they're not added just yet. But we are 3 out of 8, which means just 5 more cards today, and we can complete a virtual challenge, get 5 virtual packs. Is it possible? Yeah, actually, it is if everything goes right. And what means going right? The unlock challenges, the final unlock challenges, after this will be no more. If we add 4 cards from the final build in a single episode, which, by the way, we already had 3 lined up, keep saying them, Dimensional Fissure, Macrocosmos, and Divine Arsenal Aezu Sky Thunder. Or we add 10 cards from the final build overall, which we are at 4. But all we need is 1 card from this build. And we get to add 4 cards that we need from our final list from Duelists. Now, technically this can get a little messy, because if we pull multiple Cosmic Cyclones, then do we really need all that? The 5th Cyclone, or the 4th Cyclone? No, not really. So yeah, that can get messy there, but you know, I mentioned it last episode, Cosmic Cyclone's a cheap, easy to get card, and that's kind of my target for this episode. Episode challenges for episode 20. Gain 3 subs from this vid within 72 hours. We can do it, guys. I believe in you. If you are watching this right now, please hit the subscribe button, because I don't want somebody else to control $10. Win all 3 matches. This is hoping and praying. Add 5 cards from the final build. We already have 3, so I don't show it here, but we're in a pretty good position. We already know we are down a Dimensional Fissure, down a Macrocosmos, and down a Zeus. That puts us in a much better position. But what technically can we get? Well, first off, from the packs themselves, we could get both of these Dimensional Fissures. Technically. We could get both these Cosmic Cyclones. We could get Evenly Matched. We could get another Zeus, if it wants to show it, but Guska keeps getting in the way. We could technically get Appaloosa, and we could get an IP Masquerena. But if we get a bunch of those cards, and we do just get 1 Cosmic Cyclone, what do we get from the unlock challenges? Well, we get a Call by the Grave, Dimensional Barrier, a Cosmic Cyclone if we don't already have all 3, as well as Abyss Trailer. So this episode, we can add a lot of cards and change this list forever. If this thing can go down, 1, 2, 3, I mean, we already know it's going down by 3, but let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If this list can go down by 13 cards, which technically is possible if it's the perfect opening, this list would look different. The deck would look different. The entire series would look different. Well, no more waiting. Let's get to the pack opening. Hey there, guys. Time for the pack opening. Before the pack opening, though, I want to be honest. You see, 2 commons were supposed to control $10. It's been about 2 to 3 weeks, and Crossflux chose Monstrous Revenge. He controlled $10. Well, because the other comment did not come through, I just decided to double up on Crossflux. So we have 5 packs Monstrous Revenge. Yeah, the $20 really doesn't look like a lot when it's in your hands, does it? But hopefully pull some amazing stuff. For mine, I get 20 plus 10 for one of the challenges. I went all in on Tactical Masters. That's right, ton of Tactical Masters because we need a Cosmic Cyclone to breach that 1 card gap. And Patreon, I want to be honest about this, Patreon did not let me know, and so again, 2 to 3 weeks, I just decided, hey, Magnificent Mavens, they've gone the route before, and I had a leftover box, so I thought might as well, and hey, waifu sleeves. Alright guys, I'm ready to open this. Let's move these sleeves to the side. There we go. We're going to save Mama Monstrous Revenge, which I've only just opened thanks to the other sealed only to the side. Tactical Masters. Cosmic Cyclone, make or break. We just need 1 and this series changes forever. First pack, Cosmic Cyclone. Draw and Lock isn't bad. Runic Smithing Storm, Trap Trick, Duelist Alliance, Runic Fountain, Cosmic Cyclone. This pack is awesome. Not only did I get a Runic Fountain, I mean, even this stuff isn't bad. This is a great pack, especially for our series. I mean, yeah, we already have the Duelist Alliance, and technically we could use more Draw and Lock birds, but yeah. And a Runic Fountain. That's amazing. But we got the Cosmic Cyclone. Let's see if we can get another Cosmic Cyclone and make the one from Dual Devastator relevant. Well, let's find out. Scion Balancing her Compulse, Runic, Golden Droplet. Oh my god. Look at this. The writing has been shifted and eliminated off of this card. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. But yeah, it's actually been wiped out of this card. You can see a little bit of the shine there, but there isn't any more on it. What an error card. You can see the writing just barely. It's really scratched. God, that's such a weird error. Malice, Absolute King Jackpot, Invader of Darkness. Never seen anything like that. So, the one Cosmic Cyclone makes and breaks a lot of breakneck points in this series, but Zuki, Fiend Griefing, Moon in the Runic Rings, Anti-Spell Fragrance, For Welcome Labyrinth, Signet Switch, and Labyrinth Chandragolier. Pretty much, another Cosmic Cyclone would be great, but overall doesn't really change much in the series. Crick Booster, Pendulum Fusion, Labyrinth, Stove Torby, Astrograph, Full Lance Viscount, and Reckless Greed. I think I may have got way too many of these packs, although watch that be the only Cosmic Cyclone. Runic Dispelling, Switch, Runic Freezing Chains, or Freezing Curses, not Chains, Runic Slumber, Brook of Eclipse, Labyrinth Archfiend, and Lady. Wow. Or Lilith, Lady of Lament, not Lady. Like, you know. Just can't believe that card. Compulse, Scion, Labyrinth, Barrage, Cuckoo Clock, Trap Trick, Burrow Wall, and Invader of Darkness. 2 packs left. Maybe that one Cosmic Cyclone is a lot bigger and more clutch than I thought it is. Mad Marquise, Bear Blocker, Labyrinth Setup, Dominator Duke, Farewell Labyrinth, Runic Allure, and Voltage Viscount. Last pack. Do we have another Cosmic Cyclone in us somewhere? Maybe not. Mizuki, Smithing Storm, another Golden Droplet, Lady, Fragrance Signet, and another Cosmic Cyclone. So we'll just put both of those in and kind of forget the Dual Devastator one. But hey, you know what? We got a Runic Fountain out of this too. 2 Cosmic Cyclones. So next we are going to go to Battles Legends, and yes, because there's only 5 packs, I did pick one of each of the artworks. Now, technically we already got Zeus, but pulling another Zeus out of here wouldn't be bad. Praying Mantis, Final Cross, I thought for a second. Dante, Traveler, the Burning Abyss, Babe Spider, and Sage of Strength, Akash. There are some cards that could be usable in our deck temporarily if we pull them, but, you know, we'll see. Punk, Rising Carp, Force Lost Flowers, Shadow's Light, Guard Mantis, and Puppet Pawn. So far, nothing out of these. So, But yeah, the deck opening will be insane. Classic Rebo, Zero Mean, IP Masquerena. Oh, that is massive, because if you did not know, IP Masquerena is actually one of the cards we need for this deck. So, while it's not the awesome one of her on the bike, it is her being awesome. Creation and additional mirror level 7. That IP Masquerena comes in clutch. Now we've added 3 cards. Oh, this one had a weird pinch at the top. That's weird. Ghost Wyvern, Durandal, Durant the Ooze Giant. This is something I've looked at, but I don't know how good it is. Vampire Grudge and Black Mamba. Last pack. We pulled an IP Masquerena. I don't know how much better it can get from there. Rising Carp, Spider Splitter, Danger Nessie, Photon Vanquisher, and additional mirror level 7. Nessie's cool, but I don't think it would be all that helpful for us. But yeah, we've added 3 cards just in the pack opening, and that doesn't even account for the Dual Devastator. Alright, so, Magnificent Mavens. Hey, Dragon Nick, another Soul Dragon. Retract Confusion Profession, Magician Restage, G-Golem Token, Sword Soul, Sinister Sovereign, Gring and Q. Whoop, these go up here. Honestly, I think this needs a word monster, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Not generic. Not generic. It's the other one that's generic. Blackluster Soldier, Chaos, interesting. Agito, Sword Soul Blackout, Sword Soul Taya, and Scapegoat. You know, I'm going to keep that Soldier Chaos out just to look at it a little bit. Irish Sword Soul, Hamp, Goes in Match, Cat Shark, and Mizuki. Irish Sword Soul is definitely another interesting one too. But our main deck, it really isn't a problem, it's the extra. So that Soldier Chaos. Skill Drain, Boss Held by Destiny, Theorem Ein, Cat Shark, and Sky Striker Mobilize Engage. I have made an executive decision. We have reached the unlock goals. It is done. Obviously, you're seeing on screen 4 out of 4. Doesn't even matter the second number. It's done. So I am, as of right now, adding the Dual Devastator cards. Now, we're only adding 3 because we already got enough Cosmic Cyclones, but we could technically rarity bump 1 to make it feel better. But in the end, it doesn't matter because I want to show you something so major. This is obviously the gold deck list. This is what we're aiming to build. Yeah, it's been a while since I built this. Yeah, I could build it better, more efficiently. There's better cards to pair to make this a little bit more competitive, but it's never going to be top tier. The important thing is the needs. Look how little this is. Yeah, we need 3-dimension shifter. Yeah, we still need a Skokobat Joker. Yeah, we still need 2-dimensional Fissure. But 6 cards left in the main. That is amazing. Decide. 3 Nib, which probably will be a pain. 3 Winged Dragon Raw Spear mode, which I've only ever bought. I never tried to pull, so who knows, this could be another Nibiru instant. 2-dimensional barriers and 1 evenly matched left in the side. Almost halfway. Not bad. Extra, we're missing Boreload Savage, we're missing Baguska, we're missing Access Code, we're missing Beyond the Pendulum, missing Appaloosa, and we're missing the Dark Charmer Gloomy. But enough negative, let's look at the deck we'll be playing with this episode. Here it is, I think it looks better than ever. Let's go over it. Main deck, 42 cards, Abyss Actor, Curtain Racer, we have 3 of them. 1 Black Fang, triple Chronograph, triple Double Iris, triple Harmonizing, triple Oath Dragon, 1 Perform Power Celestial Magician, double Skokobat Joker, triple Purple Poison, 1 Time Gazer, 1 Tuning, 1 White Wing, triple Wisdom Eye, the 1 Called by the Grave, amazing seeing it in here, the 1-Dimensional Fissure, triple Duelist Alliance, double Pen Call, 1 Star Pendulum Graph, double Evenly, the playset of Macrocosmos, and the 1-Time Pendulum Graph. Going to the side, we have 2 DD Crow, 1 Droll Lock, 1 Eater Millions, the triple playset of Cosmic Cyclone, beautiful, Harvey's Feather Duster, Dimensional Barrier, Infinite Impermanence, Skill Drain, I thought might as well, Solemn Judgment, double Solemn Strike, and 1 Torrential Tribute. Moving to the extra, where our power level has shot up. Baron de Fleur, but a Ruddy Rose Dragon. Nister Province, placing Draco Slayer and Psy Frame Lord Omega. Exceeds, we have Abyss Dweller, Divine Arsenal Azu Side Thunder, Time Star Magician, and Tornado Dragon. Links, Artemis the Magician's Moon Maiden, Line of the Light Charm Lustrous, IP Masquerena, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare Unicorn, Celine Queen of Master Magicians, and I did take out, and I have a reason for this, the other Link monster to replace it with Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Now, we originally had Bulbasaur Dragon, but the fact is that this Link 3, if we go turn 1 and we make a Baron de Fleur, and we have a couple other cards up, let's say we have another Omega or something, if we have IP and another 2 cards, we can use any of these extra synchros to go into an actual boss monster that cannot be targeted and cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. I mean, they'd have to beat over a 3k monster, right? So I'm thinking Soldier Chaos is a better boss monster than Bulbasaur. Even though Bulbasaur can end games quicker, I think also that Soldier Chaos could be made into an actual ultimate boss monster. And I didn't want to have 2. Not to mention the Link 4 took a lot of resources. Why it's not tough to do. 3 monsters with different names. Another Link 3. That's easier to do, guys. But yeah, this is the deck list we're running with. Let me know what you think. And obviously, any of the cards we are missing that I've taken out, like Bulbasaur and all that, can be put back in at any time. But honestly, guys, I actually feel confident about this deck list. This deck actually looks better, and this episode changed everything. I just have to end on this screen still. This is what we need left. So much has been removed in just one singular episode. Alright, guys, let's get to the duels. Alright, guys, time for the pendulums. Now, I want to be honest and straightforward. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been burnt out on it. I really jumped into this match and jumped into the recording for both the Yugioh Sealed-Only Challenge Edition, this series, and the Yu-Gi-Oh! DBC Deck Building Challenge Series Season 2 episode at the same time. The duels were recorded at the same time. I had to feel my love for Yu-Gi-Oh! After sorting so much bulk. And I really mean I was sorting nearly every day for 3 weeks to a month. That isn't an exaggeration with how big it was. I have so much bulk that has been sorted. And because it's for the collector's journey, you also, I mean, just to be honest, you have to think of it like I was sorting, and I'm sorry if I repeat this in both sealed onlys, I want to make sure the point gets across, and that I mentioned this half a dozen times, that I have absolutely seen myself burn out because I had to sort every single card into the sets alphabetically first because there's just so many different sets that didn't quite work out. And in some of the sets, like even if they appeared small, like Blazing Vortex, Lightning Overdrive, stuff like that in the video, there was so much extra bulk. Toon Chaos had so much extra bulk. You know, it was one of those things where I burnt out on Yu-Gi-Oh! And then also to come back and hear the news about the fact I don't even have a locals here where I live. To find out that, oh man, other places are starting to lose places that carry Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, it's heartbreaking. And for me personally, where I'm at, there isn't a locals. There isn't a place I can just go and enjoy, you know, playing this game. And that's the toughest part of all. Because online, there's a lot of people who just play the meta decks. And both these series, I guess, neither one would be even considered rogue. Okay, that's not true. Branded Zombie could possibly be considered a rogue. It's definitely not as powerful as full-powered branded Despia, branded Evolution that it takes with all its different forms. But Branded Zombies is weaker than that. Pen is way weaker than that. especially with the decks not complete. That's why I kind of want to move past this. And in my mind, I want to have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. And so that collection definitely burnt me out. Definitely, really just made me like, man, I don't want to see cards, you know, just because anytime I saw cards, I saw, how do I say this? Anytime I saw cards, I absolutely just saw, anytime I saw cards, I saw sorting piles, you know? It's such a nightmare. But, you know, it's really one of those things that, you know, I'm past it. It's been done. The video's been released. And now I'm getting back in the swing of things. So for that first duel, you know, all of them, I really reached out to FriendlyDuelist, said, hey. He goes, hey, I have 2 decks I've been playing with. And he still wants to continue with Bad Exodia. I think he's just going to try different versions of Exodia until he actually gets Exodia once. But hey, you know what? Those are free wins. Yeah, so his second deck is Virtual World, and I know I misplayed, but some of the hands I got throughout these games, I can really tell the main deck. In the past, the main deck has been solid. But especially against Virtual World, Dimensional Fissure, Macrocosmos, not the biggest ally, you know? Really not making that big of a difference. So, I'm not going to change the gold deck list, but yeah, this is one of the matches we're seeing one of each. I thought, oh, against other decks, that could be really great. Against this deck, they're not missing it that much, you know? So yeah, at this point, you know, I dropped the first one, and I'm thinking, okay, I misplay so bad, at one point. And yeah, it's rust. I gotta shake it off. But yeah, guys, I want to be honest. Want to be straightforward with you. I have exciting Yu-Gi-Oh stuff in the future. These 2 sealed only series, once they're wrapped up, we'll see replacement series as well as possibly a 3rd series that I've been wanting to do as well. And card games, I've kind of stayed away from it, but I'm starting to record stuff again. And I promise you, I know there's been a lot of video game stuff. If anyone's watching at this point, I promise you the video game stuff will continue because this is a gaming channel. This is everything that's gaming to me. I love, you know, I absolutely love Yu-Gi-Oh! As a concept, at its core. I played it since day 0, you know. And what I mean by that is, obviously I took a break when Exceeds came out, and that's just because everyone I knew was switching to Magic, and Magic had some good sets coming out at the time. And I was already kind of playing Magic at that point. I was like, oh man, I really want to take Magic competitively. And I did until like 2017. And then it was like, Magic is starting to feel bad how they organize their sets. And yeah. But that aside, guys, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Since day 0. And again, what I mean by that is I have played this game technically since it came out. But I was introduced to the game before that. I had an aunt who traveled to Japan for a living. She worked there, and she went there for business trips quite often. And she brought back stuff. Pokemon was already out, so she would go and find card games and plushes. And she brought back, now all of this stuff was lost when my garage was horribly flooded back in the day. I lost so much, but I'm not going to get into that because it's super depressing. But I got a pack of what was at the time, like the original Japanese, what would become LOB. I think it was just Legend of Oz. I don't know. Anyways, I opened it, and I think it was... I can't remember what I got out of it. But I remember getting something out of there, and it was a spellcaster. I don't think it was the Dark Magician. But I got cards, and as I was looking, I was like, man, this is so cool. I absolutely love this. And as I was looking at the cards, I just wanted to play. You know? And because of that, I straight up just immediately wanted this game to come out. You know, I could say the same thing about when Duel Masters came out. My aunt got me into Duel Masters early just because she found cards. I got gifts. And because of that, I was like, oh man, this is a fantastic looking card. You know, and I couldn't read. I mean, I kind of knew a little Japanese, but not a ton. I could just tell I really wanted this. And so, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Masters both have a special place in my heart because I was introduced them young. Magic the Gathering, I wasn't. You know, Magic the Gathering is something that's very fickle. But for Yu-Gi-Oh!, the fact I'm seeing it struggling is sad. I know the game is not friendly to new players. I know that there's a lot of issues with the game. I love combo decks. I love big strategy. But multi-negate boards that aren't fun, it's tough to see. But to focus on this match, guys, things aren't going well. We won the first one, but it's against Bad Exodia. And that's his name for it. So, the fact I even have... You know, any chance, because we went 2-0 against Bad Exodia. Then, we lost again First World, and, this point, it's 1-1 in the third match against, which, by the way, screw this hand, am I right? I keep seeing Tuning Magician and Harmonizing. I need to take Tuning Magician out once we get a better mini deck card. But, to be honest, against Sword Soul Tenyi, which this is one of the earliest time he's played it. He knows some of the base combos, but he does misplay on occasion, for sure. But, you know, at this point, I'm not all that confident about my chances of winning this match. But, yeah, guys, honestly, we won one of the matches, and we lost the other two, which is heartbreaking. But, you know what? At the end of the day, guys, I'm back. Yu-Gi-Oh! Content will be coming. Sorry for the rant. This is the first audio session being recorded. And, you know, it's getting back in the swing of things. But guys, we go 1-2 in the matches. Let's talk about what happens next. Time to wrap up episode 20. Now, Dimensional Shifter. One of the 3 out of the 6. Little Shifter makes up half the main deck cards we have left. 6 in the main, 9 inside, 6 in the extras. All we have left. 3 Shifter. 1 Skull Combat, 2 Defizz. Main deck's looking good. Side deck, we're missing 3 Nib, the card notoriously known for me not being able to pull it. 3 Wing Dragon of Raw Sphere Mode. Honestly, I have bought copies of Sphere Mode. I've never pulled one. But the only set I've ever opened that had Sphere Mode was Ghost from the Past. 2 Dimensional Barrier and 1 Evenly Match is all we have left to wrap up the side. Extra, we're missing a Borlo Savage, we're missing Baguska, we're missing Axis Code, we're missing Beyond the Pendulum, we're missing Appaloosa, we're missing Dark. We're missing a lot here. We will talk about this more right before we open the virtual packs because I really want to tell you guys what cards are actually realistically targetable as cards not in the same product. Why open cards that are in the same product? We should go after cards that aren't. But let's talk about challenges. So you see virtual challenges number 3 on the screen. But I want to talk about unlocked challenges. Those are done. No more unlock challenges, so from now on, virtual and episode challenges will be the only way forward. Virtual challenge number 3. Open 25 packs, 17 out of 25. We should definitely complete this next episode. Win 10 matches. I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball big time. 1 out of 10. Well, as long as we win the next 3 episodes, all 3 matches, all 3 episodes in a row, the next 3, we can complete this in 3 episodes. Add 8 cards from the final build. We definitely did that. So, hey, we get to open 5 virtual packs. Episode challenges for episode 20. Gain 3 subs on this vid within 72 hours. That means if I gain 3 subs from this video within 72 hours, I get to control $10. If I don't, another comment would get to control it. Win all 3 matches. We failed to do that, so already a comment down below gets to control $10. So comment down below how you want me to spend $10 and try to remember the cards actually in the deck list, guys, and not just go off on a random tangent with something that's useless. Add 5 cards for the final build. Did that. Done. So I get to control $10 next episode. I've picked out 4 cards that do not pair with other cards and sets. And those 4 are Perform Battle, Skullcrobat Joker. Off to the side, you'll see one cut off. But Pendulum Evolution, OTS Tournament Pack 1, Legendary Dragon Decks, the Structure Deck Master Pendulum, and OTS Tournament Pack 19. This card doesn't pair with anything else, and we only need 1 copy. So this is a prime candidate for the virtual packs. Next, we have Dark, the Dark Charm and Gloomy, who is only in Battle Chaos. He is, he probably is going to get reprinted in the tins that are coming up, but hey, this is an easy target to get hold of. Beyond the Pendulum, Dimension Force, we know it's a key card for the deck. It is another standalone, but again, this and Dark could be reprinted in the new tins, but do we wait for the new tins is the question. I don't know, so both of these are kind of shelved in a concept. And the last is Dimensional Barrier. Now, Dimensional Barrier is imprinted in Invasion Vengeance, 2017 Megatins, Dual Devastator, the Cyberse Link Structure Deck, Spirit Charmer Structure Deck, and the Alba Strike Structure Decks. A part of me believes Dimensional Barrier will get reprinted in the new tins as a possible 25th. Now, that's not confirmed anywhere, that's just my gut feeling. So I actually think for this episode, we're going to go after Perform Battle Skullcrobat Joker in Pendulum Evolution. It's time for 5 packs of Pendulum Evolution. Now, these first 2, you see here, or these last 2, I should say, will be Ultras. There's no secret in the set, but Perform Battle Skullcrobat Joker is a super, so these first 3 are really what's most important. Now, I do want to know, if we do not get a Perform Battle Skullcrobat Joker, we still get to add 1 card that is pulled here. Now, I will note, because this is still a pack opening, it counts towards the collector's journey. So if we don't get a Perform Battle Skullcrobat Joker, I will just take my time to look over off recording what we pulled and figure out what we need for the collector's journey. But let's hope we pull the Perform Battle Skullcrobat Joker, so no more negativity. Here we go. So our first Ultra's Chronograph, Time Pendulum Graph. Okay, here's our supers. Come on. Time Breaker, Skullcrobat Joker. We pulled it. That's it. That's all we need. Let's just shoot through these other packs, see what else we got. Another Skullcrobat Joker. Oh, can we get the playset? And no, we cannot. 4th pack. Playset? Nope. Hey, odd eyes. 5th pack. Nope, but hey, we saw 2 Perform Battle Skullcrobat Jokers, which means we get to add 1 to the deck, and that means Skullcrobat Joker next episode will be completed, guys. That pretty much wraps up the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, tag out.